What's going on, guys? I want to talk to you real quick about building skill, and it's more about the philosophy of building skill and less about the mechanics of actually building it. So I have noticed a few of the more casual folks throwing around comments like, well, most self-defense scenarios are only out to about 10 yards, so I never really move the target past about 10 yards. And a lot of these folks shoot generally on square ranges under a no pressure situation where they're completely comfortable. And while I don't carry a gun for a living, I've seen a lot of people who do firearms training talk about getting trained up to certain standards, and they're pretty tight standards a lot of times, and it seems like it's chest beating. But I think I can comment as to why that is. If you watch my most recent match video, it's the February match video, if you watch this months, years down the line of 2019, there's a stage where I have two turn-in draws, and they're at a 12-yard and about an 8-yard distance, and my time is a 1:45 and a 1:55 on those two turn-in draws. In practice, I can do a turn-in draw in less than 1.2 seconds. And that's a phenomenon that's widely accepted in competition shooting. You don't get 100% of what you put in practice. You're lucky to get about 70 to 85% of your peak performance on demand in a one-time, it's got to count scenario while under match pressure. And I recognize match pressure is not the equivalent of true mortal peril, but it lines up a lot with what these firearms trainers are saying. You need to train to a standard where if you do only get 85% of what you're capable of, that's still going to likely ensure success. So what I mean by that is, so if you only think you're going to shoot out to 10 yards with a pistol in a concealed carry situation, that doesn't mean you shouldn't train at 15 yards to build that skill, because if you can shoot at 15 yards, you surely can shoot at 10 yards. The other side of it is confidence. You're more likely to get more of your on-demand ability the more confident you are in your ability to do that. The only way you can really do that is to test yourself. Use a timer and use accuracy standards to test yourself. It's tough to just strap on a gun and then think, oh, well, I'm generally squared away. But if you've never tested yourself, you don't get the confidence of really knowing. You're going to walk around with doubt like, well, I think I'm ready. I can put a hand-sized group on a target in a square range with no time constraint. And sometimes it's in the center and sometimes it's not. It's not good enough. You need to challenge yourself and test yourself and really build skill if you're taking this seriously at all. So it's not to get preachy, but it was something that I've been thinking about for the better part of a week, and just wanted to share that with you guys. Got some more gear stuff coming up, competition shooting. So look forward for that. I appreciate you guys, and I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks, guys.